Hello, friends. My name is Mohammed Shafiq. Today is December 31st, 2022, New Year's Eve, and it's about 10 o'clock at night, and I am in my basement. This is where I spend a lot of my time, my free time, and that's where I hang out, that's where I watch TV, that's where my home office is, that's where I do packing and shipping for my eBay and Amazon business, all that stuff, man cave thing. So I wanted to make this video regarding New Year's resolutions. So lose weight, quit smoking, save money, pay off your credit cards, all that good stuff. Join the gym, and we all know that how much we are able to follow up with those things. So what happens? Why we make these resolutions when we know that we will not be able to keep them? I think this is just a tradition thing that every year we make New Year's resolutions, but we hardly follow up on them. So I want to talk to you how you can accomplish these things. How can you? It's not about New Year's resolutions. It's about you, your life. What type of life you want to have. And it doesn't matter you are in your 20s or 30s or 40s, doesn't matter. I am in my late 50s. So why the things I am going to talk to you about, I have been practicing these things since August of 2019. And just to give you my background, I have always been overweight all my life. But since 2019 until now, I have lost over 60 pounds. My body is in better shape. My diabetes is under control, and I feel great. I simply feel great. So what happens? See, what we try to do is, I want to lose weight. I want to quit smoking. I want to save money. These are the results that we are looking for. These are the results and goals. But you see, life is not an end game, it's a journey. When we came to this world, we didn't have control over. When we will leave, we will not have control over this. So forget about those two things. I mean, we are already born, so there's nothing we can do. And when our time comes, we will not have control over it. So let's take these two things out of picture. So how can you achieve these things where, I don't want to say goals, because goal is like seems like a destination. You achieve that goal, then what? But we want to do something that we keep on doing for rest of our life. So this way, we can have a better life. So how we can do that? In my opinion, what I have practiced and what I am practicing now is 6 things. We need to do 6 things in order for us to have a successful life. So there are always exceptions, but we are just talking about normal life. So 6 things that I will talk to you about. 3 of them has to do with your personal responsibilities, physical, and 3 things are mental. So let me tell you what they are, and then I will discuss one by one. So number 1 is your sleep, quality sleep. Number 2 is your diet, balanced diet. Number 3 is your exercise, taking care of your physical body. Number 4 is your focus, your priority, your one thing at any given time. Number 5 is your mindfulness, your fears, anxiety, vulnerability, all those things. And number 6 is reading books. Reading books to personal development books, professional development books about psychology, philosophy. These books, you have to read books. Let's start from number 1, sleep, quality sleep. So now what happens? We need our body and our brain. Our brain is strange, not strange, it's a wonderful piece of whatever it is. It's a muscle or whatever it is, but it's a wonderful thing. It's a very smart thing, but it gets adapted. It's used to routines. It does what is, it adapts. It learns. Yeah, that's the right term. It learns and then it follows it. So whatever we teach it, that's how it works. So our body is very sensitive. It needs proper rest to function. Just like your cell phone needs to have battery charged in order for it to function for a while, for the day. Same thing, your body needs a complete rest for 8 hours for it to function properly for the whole day. So how you do that? You need to sleep for 8 hours. Yes, some people might sleep for 7 hours, 7.5 hours, even 6.5 hours, but generally speaking, 8 hours. You need to have 8 hours sleep. But the most important thing is, yes, you need to have 8 hours sleep, but you need to have a sleep routine. Let's say, you need to have 8 hours sleep in a way that you go to sleep at the same time every night. Like me, I go to sleep at 10, normally weekdays. I wake up at 5:30. So this is my routine. Go to sleep 10 o'clock, wake up 5:30, 5:45. But I start getting ready to go to sleep around 9:30. I do my things, what I have to do, and then I kind of shut down myself around 9:30. The cell phone, whatever, all those things, you have to take care of them before. You have to finish your meals and coffee and all that at least 3 hours prior to going to sleep. Now, based on your routine, based on your other things, you might not be able to go to sleep 10 o'clock. You might have to go to sleep at 9 p.m., maybe at 11 p.m. But you adjust your sleep in such a way that you go to sleep at a certain time. So like for me, 10 p.m., I go to sleep. Automatically, and let's say on the weekends, or let's say if I am not going to work, still I go to sleep 10 o'clock, I wake up 5:30. Now, all these things that I am discussing now, you have heard them millions of times. What I am trying to tell you now is not instant gratification, no immediate results. You just have to keep on it. You just have to keep doing them. That's the only way. That is the only way you will be successful in your life. You have to do these things regularly and without thinking about results. Results will come. Don't worry about it. So, number 1 is your 8 hour sleep. So when you wake up in the morning, you are fully charged, rested, just like your phone. You put charge at night, in the morning, the battery is 100%. So when you wake up, you want to be 100% to be fully functional the whole day. Number one. Now let's come to number two, your diet. Well, if you are overweight or you have some tendency of being diabetic or things of that nature, you need to cut, stop flour. Basically, bread, bagels, donuts, bakery, all these things you have to stop. You have to stop eating rice. And obviously, you should not be having the sodas and all these energy drinks and all those things. There's a lot of sugar in them. And in my personal opinion, the juices, the orange juice, this juice, that juice, are the worst. Are the worst. So you don't need to have this fancy diet plan and all that. Just have simple foods. Try to eat at home. Try to prepare your food at home. When you eat outside, it's a lot of sodium. It's like commercially prepared. It's processed. A lot of sodium. And also, you don't know how they are kept, the hygienes and all those things. So it is in your best interest to prepare your food at home. Simple food. You see, the thing is, we need to eat food closer to its source as much as possible. So, fruit, vegetables, we can eat raw. Now, maybe the meat, chicken, we cannot eat raw. So we want to cook it. But how you want to cook it matters a lot. So let's say you want to eat chicken. So you can have a fried chicken, you can have a grilled chicken, you can have I think you can bake it, and you can have a curry and all those things. So which one is better? Fried chicken or grilled chicken? It's the same chicken, but you see how it changes? So eat healthy food. Eat healthy food at least 6 days a week. And have a plan. Don't just keep eating all these snacks and munchies and all those things. No. Have Sunday or one day a week a cheat day where, this way you don't feel deprived. But don't just go at it just because Sunday is a cheat day and you want to make sure that you eat enough for the whole week. No. Like me, Sunday, I eat pancakes, bagels, donuts, rice, bread, not everything on the same Sunday, but I plan. So let's say I really feel like I like Coke. So let's say I really want to have Coke and it's Friday. So okay, it's Friday, Saturday and Sunday. I can have Coke on Sunday. So this also gives you discipline and the power to control yourself. And that is really it boosts your confidence when you are able to control yourself. So sleep 8 hours, diet, balanced diet. Don't go crazy. Don't try to follow this diet, that diet. No, just regular food. Just cut carbs and fried food and sugars and all those things. And believe me, it's easier than you think. It's easy to do that. Number 3. Now, you need to have a routine exercise. There's no other way. You want to have a healthy life, especially as you get older. So if, for example, I go to gym Monday to Friday around 6:15 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. This time suits me, but you might not be able to go to the gym in the morning. You might be able to go in the evening. But I found it more beneficial to go in the morning because going to the gym is the most difficult thing to do. But if I have a good night's sleep, so I will wake up fresh, I should not have no excuse not to go to gym if I have time, because Sometimes your job requires for you to be there early, so you cannot go to the gym in the morning. That's okay. But still, you need to go to the gym. So, if you can do it in the morning, it's much better because you get it out of the way. And the best thing is that when you come out of the gym, you feel so accomplished. You feel so pumped, and you feel like you already won the day. And the rest of the day goes really good, believe me. And again, I've been doing this since August of 2019. So now we covered 3 things: 8 hours sleep, diet, routine exercise. Now we go to the 4th, which is focus. See, if you are taking a picture on a camera and if you are not focused, if your focus is not good, the picture will be blurry. So you don't want to have a blurry day. You don't want to have a blurry life. You want to have a clear, crystal clear life. And the only way you can do that if you are focused. One thing at a time. That's it. There's no multitasking. You can do 2 things simultaneously, but not at the same time. Yeah, you can walk and chew gum and, you are eating and watching TV. But even when you are eating, you should just focus on eating. And you should enjoy what you are eating. You should feel it. You should taste it. So focus. Focus at what you are doing at the moment. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, present. Be in the moment, present. It's easy, believe me, once you practice it. It's hard in the beginning, you cannot focus, but when you start practicing it, it's easy. So just be in the moment. Past is history, future is mystery, present is a gift. That's why, so be in the present. When you are having breakfast, look at the breakfast, enjoy breakfast. Don't think that, you are getting late now, it will be a lot of traffic. And when you are in traffic, you will be thinking, your boss is going to be mad because you're going to be late, all those things. So no. If you had good night's sleep, you woke up on time, you had breakfast on time, you should have enough time to go to your work. So you will not be late. But if you did not have good night's sleep and you are up till 2 a.m., Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, so you only had a few hours of sleep, you woke up tired, yawning, you had your breakfast in a hurry, you did not have good conversation with your family members and all that, you rush to work, you're hyper, all these things have negative effect on your overall picture, the whole span of things. So at any given time, just focus what you are doing at the moment. That is very important. That's why I made a full point of it. Sleep, diet, exercise, focus. Now, number 5. Number 5 is mindfulness. This is also somewhat being in the present, and also mindfulness is that we should be aware of that things are not in our control. So we should not worry about those things. We should be aware of those things, but we should not worry about those things. Things that we cannot control. What you gonna do? There's not much you can do. So mindfulness is being aware of the anxiety, fears, being vulnerable. You just put out what you have. You do your best and then relax. You did what you could do. Mindfulness. Be in the moment. Be present. Be aware of your surroundings and your circumstances. But don't worry about things. Don't be afraid. Don't have anxiety. Don't have fear. Just stay calm. Don't worry about what others say or think about you. You keep your mind straight. You do what you can do to the best of your ability and leave the rest. Mindfulness is very important in a bigger picture of things, of your overall well-being. Sleep, diet, exercise, focus, mindfulness. Number 6, reading books. I don't know how it came to my mind, or maybe I just kept hearing so many people saying about reading books. So I said, okay, let me try. So what I do is I don't read books, I just listen to books, Audible. I listen to books about 3 hours a day, 5 days a week. From my home to gym is about 8 minutes. At gym, I'm almost 2 hours. Then it's about 40 to 45-minute commute each way. So roughly about 3 hours I listen to books every day. So my habit is that I read one new book and then I read one from my library. Because, reading books, physical book and listening to book, the attention is different. You retain less while you listening the book as compared to when you read book. So there are hundreds of books that you need to read. You should read. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your development, your progress, your health, wealth, everything, your life. You owe it to yourself to be reading books. Now, 3 books that you must read first. Number 1, Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's a basic book, very simple book, nothing fancy. You have to read that book. I have listened to that book over 25 times. Number 2, The One Thing. You have to read that book, The One Thing. Number 3 is Grit. So these 3 books, start with these 3 books, Atomic Habits, The One Thing, Grit. And then you will read other books as, The Tiny Habits, Power of Habit, Thinking Fast and Slow, Just Listen, Never Eat Alone, Can't Hurt Me. There are so many, hundreds of books. I think I'm almost about 200 books I have read so far, about 200 books. Not counting the books I have listened to over and over. Just imagine, I listened to books I've been doing this since 2017 actually. Summer of 2017 I started listening to Audible books. It will have the biggest positive impact on your life. Ego is the enemy, obstacle is the way, Daily Stoic, all those books, one after other. Read books. So my friends, I know the things I just mentioned, you have heard them many, many times before. You might have tried them. But here I am, 58 years old, telling you my story actually. This is what I did. What I just told you, I am doing these things. I go to sleep 10 o'clock. I go to gym 5 days a week for 2 hours. My diet is very much balanced. Number 4, I really focus. I really don't do multitasking. I am mindful and I read books. All these things combined have a tremendously positive effect on me. I have never felt better than I feel now, physically, mentally. And I am at peace. That's the main thing. I am at peace. I feel peaceful. I have no resolutions for New Year because the things I told you I am already doing it. Don't worry about the results. If you do these things, results will happen. You will see results. But if you just like going to gym 1 or 2 days and you think that you're going to lose weight, no, you did not put up weight in 1 or 2 weeks. It it was years. It took years for you to gain weight. So it's not going to take months to go off. Don't follow these diets and these pills and no nothing. They will not work. There is no such thing as instant gratification. Instant gratification gets you nowhere. But do not deprive yourself. Whenever you accomplish something, always celebrate a little bit. Treat yourself. Don't deprive yourself. What they say is you need to save money so you can invest and increase your money, but you need to spend happiness. Happiness does not accumulate. It does not have the compound interest of saving. It has the compound effect of spending. You save money today, you will earn interest, you will invest, it will grow. The happiness, you spend happiness today, you will be more happy tomorrow, you will be much more happy the other day after. So save money, spend happiness. Don't be grouchy, don't postpone happiness. But you have to have at least two types of things going for you: short term, long term. Short term, long term. You cannot postpone life. You have to live your life. But they say live today like there's no tomorrow, but plan like you're going to live forever. But you have to have a balance. You have to have a balance. Don't think about things. Just do it slowly. Whoever tells you that you can lose weight in 1 month, 3 months, is not being honest with you. They just need something out of you. They know that you will give up soon because you will not be able to see the results. So you will not lose weight overnight. You have to work at it. Don't even see. I even don't check my weight anymore. I don't check my sugar level anymore because I feel good. I am following a routine. See, you need to have habits, and all these things have to be in your habit system. Sleeping habit, eating habit, exercise habit, focus habit, mindfulness, reading books. You should have all these habits. But habits only become habits after you repeat. Habit is not the name of doing things one time. You have to keep at it. You have to keep doing things, and by time it becomes your second nature. You do things automatically. That's what you want. You want to have habits in your life in such a way that you do things automatically without thinking. It's 9:30. Automatically, you don't have to force yourself that I need to go to sleep. No, you automatically start taking steps towards going to sleep at 10 p.m. Same thing with the diet. And they have this fact that if you have a good night's sleep, you have a good day. And then if you are going to gym every day, then when you eat something, you will say, why I am eating this thing? I'm going to gym. So it's a package. Sleep, diet, exercise, focus, mindfulness, reading books. It's a package. I'm giving you a package deal. But you have to take action. Nothing happens without action. You can sit in your car, turn the key on, Nothing will happen until you put it into drive and step on the gas pedal. You need to take actions. You need to take actions. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen until you take action. Just do it. Just focus today, because if you are thinking, oh, when I will lose weight, when will happen this, when I will save money, it will never happen. Just have a plan and start working. Don't think about results. Results will happen. Results are a result of your actions. Results are a result of your actions. If you're just laying in the bed, watching TV, watching YouTube, how to do that, how to be rich overnight, how can you flip properties, how can all these people, their business is YouTube. So you are making them rich. They are telling you how to become rich, but they are getting rich off of you because you watch their YouTube videos. You know, they have a team. That's their business. I'm not saying that you should not watch YouTube or not. You should entertain yourself and you should be informed of things. Do yourself a big favor in 2023 and beyond. Just take these 6 small steps. They are small steps. Don't do big. Just keep at it. Just keep at it. Please. And I promise you, you will see results. Your life will improve. But the only way it will happen, if you do these 6 things I told you: sleep, diet, exercise, focus, mindfulness, and read books. You got to read books. I hope it helps. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.